But here we are. A lot of TV. Katie George saved the show. I just butchered that rejoin.
I couldn't hear you, which means that was a good thing for everybody's sake, Matt. No, just kidding. I'm here with BYU running back LJ Martin, as well as wide receiver and team captain Chase Roberts. Off-season is dwindling down. Does that excite you to get back in action in fall camp, or would you like a little bit more time off?
No, I think we're ready to go out there and go play football again.
Yeah.
Off-season workouts suck. They're hard. We want to go play football,
I hear
so
you.
we're ready.
I hear you want to face somebody else other than your brother.
That's right.
When you think back to last season, LJ, you guys go 11-2 overall, just shy of the Big 12 title game. What are you most proud about the way that you guys performed a season ago?
I'm proud of how in every game we always fought. We always just went out there and gave it our all and did it to the best of our ability, so that's what I'm most proud of.
Chase, given the fact that you guys were obviously so close to playing just on the street at Jerry's World, where do you feel like this group needs to take a step forward this season?
I think just doubling down on our team culture, and this offseason has been perfect for us. I think we really doubled down on that and came together as brothers. And when you're on the field and you know you trust the guy next to you, it helps so much in those crunch time games where I think we could have pulled out a couple more wins last year.
For you personally, last year was maybe going to be your final season at BYU.
Yeah.
You decide to return for another year. What led to that decision?
A lot of prayer and weighing out the pros and cons. I feel like being in Provo and the network and playing another year of football with the team that we have this year was just, it came down to a no-brainer. And I really am excited for this season to be back with LJ and some of my teammates that I've come so close with, as well as, upping the draft stock and hoping to play at the next level.
LJ, for you went for 718 yards a season ago. Where did you focus most this offseason in improving your game?
I would say probably speed.
Okay.
That's something I really emphasized this offseason, and along with everything else, I feel like I could get better in all aspects of my game. But speed was a big one.
Are you faster than Chase?
Oh. Hey, barely. We did do some of the laser stuff, but
so yes.
So yes, we'll take that. Chase,
it's back and forth.
You'll settle it on the field this season.
Yeah.
Chase, given the quarterback situation currently, obviously change is upcoming. What can you tell us about the other three quarterbacks in the room and what they bring to the table?
Yeah, we're all very confident in each of them, and we've had a lot of reps with them this offseason. So, next man up. We're just ready to go. We have a great team, so we're just confident that any of the quarterbacks that step in, that they're going to take leadership as they have been and take control of the team and go win some games.
LJ, what's Coach Sataki's message just been about adapting to that change?
He's just been saying nothing changes. The standard is still the same, and as long as the standard's there, we're going to be all right, and nothing's going to change for us.
How would you guys just describe the overall depth and competition in the Big 12? You guys went through it a season ago. Obviously, there was a lot of parity. How would you describe what you're looking forward to this season?
Yeah, it's huge. That's why the Big 12 is so fun. You never know who's going to be that team that year that just goes and dominates and takes the world by storm. So we're excited for every game, and we're not going to go into it. We're going to respect everyone, I guess, that we play. So we're just excited to go compete and go show again that we're one of the powerhouses in the Big 12.
Well, Chase, LJ, we appreciate your time very much. Best of luck this upcoming season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Matt?
Yeah, Katie, from the offensive side of the ball to the defensive side of the ball for BYU, Isaiah Glasker, kind enough to join us now. How much do you like smacking the offensive guys in practice?
It's always nice, especially going against LJ. Actually, just let me know that I'm still here.
We just had your head coach on. He said the same thing. He's like, look, our defense in BYU, when you look at the program and its history, everyone wants to talk about the offense, but it's the defense. It's the hard nose with which we play that has set the standard for the program. How important is that for you to be one of the leaders of the defense to really set the toughness for the team?
It's really important, just because, especially with our front seven too. It's like we have a new transfer, Keanu Tanuvasa, and especially him coming makes my job a little bit easier because we have another leader on the field, especially with Jack Kelly too as well.
Is it strange just having guys coming over from Utah and all of a sudden they're your teammates? Like that's got to be like
wait a second, you?
What? Hang on, you were good actually. Yeah, you could come over here. Is that not a weird world that we're living in?
It's a little weird, especially because I grew up a Utah fan my whole life, and it's like as soon as I committed to BYU, got rid of all my red. So it's like I don't really have hate for Utah at all. It's just kind of mutual, both sides. So I'm grateful that both of them came over, him and Carson Ryan. So.
Yeah. I would just stay there real quick, Brock, just quickly, because the BYU-Utah rivalry game nationally doesn't get the kind of credit and coverage that it deserves. How bitter and how intense is that game between the two of you?
Honestly, you just have to be there to see it yourself. Yeah, you get like the Auburn, Alabama's, but the BYU Utah football game, it's like the atmosphere. You can just, by walking in the stadium, you just already know. And it's like nobody really talks about it until you actually get on the field. And it's like usually you play these other teams and people are taking plays off. Utah is just clashing the whole time, I feel like, and you get the fans chirping at you. It's really exciting environment.
So I was fortunate enough to be on the call last year for that game, and that was the first time I had experienced the game, and I have to admit, that's the loudest I've ever heard a football stadium.
Sure.
And the way those two defenses were hitting throughout the game, unbelievable. And that's kind of what I want to ask you. You know, the physicality of a BYU defense. How do you guys bring that mentality week in and week out? Because it's always there.
Mm-hmm. Really just the coaching. I feel like my coach, Justin Etta, he's a hard-nosed dude, played at Utah, and I know he coaches us every day just to be like on top of everything. And then you got Jay Hill, who came from Utah as well, and I don't know, they just teach toughness, so that's where we get it from.
So looking at last year, a couple picks, right? 3 picks, you had the pick 6. You also played wide receiver in high school, correct? Played a little safety as well, played both ways. You settle now at linebacker. Was it strange kind of making that transition early, and now that's kind of probably why all of us are like, all right, he hadn't been playing linebacker that long. Sky's the limit for what could be coming. But how did the instincts that you learned playing receiver and safety now help you as a pass rusher and as an edge presence?
It honestly makes it a little bit easier because it's like, especially in my position playing outside linebacker, it's like you're dropping in coverage all the time, and then being able to learn the aspects of pass rushing and stuff from your coaches, it just makes the game like so much easier. So
when you look at last year, 11-2, tied for first in the Big 12, the tiebreaker scenario didn't go your way. How much hunger did that leave this team, knowing how close you were a year ago?
I feel like it's just going to drive us even more this year. I'm saying we felt like we should have won those last 2 games, but I feel like our team is just going to be even that much better this year, just because we're hungry and we want it. So,
Jack Kelly, Tanner Wall, Tanu Vasa, you just mentioned his name, yourself, guys that are going to be playing on Sundays. I think going into last season, nobody really knew exactly what the BYU defense was going to be. We knew you guys were going to be physical, but we didn't know what the production level was going to be. You all have so much experience. You're coming back. What did you see in that defense in spring ball as you guys head into fall camp?
Really just the unity. I feel like our team, we're super close. All of us are doing team activities together, and I feel like that's what really made us the type of team we are now. So it's like, I could talk to anybody, hang out with anybody on my team, and it'd be the same with, say, Jack, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really made us united, I feel like.
And do you want us to talk to Coach and get you an offensive package since you used to play receivers? So we can do that. Whatever you need.
Me and Jay already had that discussion.
We'll see if we can make it happen. Isaiah, best of luck this season. Continued health. We look forward to seeing you play again this year.
I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
BYU, again, one of the teams in this conference, 11-2 a year ago. They return a lot of players.